Limelight Babies.
Computer, record my voice. This is Commander Dragon of the U.S.S. Viper. Update report to Head of Command of Starfleet Academy. Are you testing my patience? Did you know about the Klingon Civil War that you dragged us into? You're sacrificing my crew, and for what? Is this a suicide mission? Head of Command, you know that I'm not capable of dealing with this. I've just lost my captain. All of their lives are in my hands. Everything that's happened so far is on you. And you did not send help. You will not send help. And we will do it with or without your help. I'm just an intern. I'm not equipped to be a captain. And off the record, you really don't want to know what we got ourselves into. Knowing you, you'll be quick to put a bounty on our heads. Computer, end message.
Limelight Babies.
The time has come. Join us in the Boreth system. We are preparing to make our next move against the forces of the so-called Emperor and his dishonorable lackeys. Soon we will rally those who would end this destructive conflict and restore the Empire. The journey lies ahead. All that remains is to take the first step. Go. Do what must be done.
So here we are again, stepping into a Klingon rebellion, fanning the flames of a Klingon civil war. And for what? Is it worth it? Jo'ul is here, calm. She's used to the battle. But I have things to think about. My crew, and the Rel. She's raised from the dead. She's a clone. My head is spinning. This is crazy. We saved her. Can we trust her? Is this all going to come crumbling down? I'm not sure. Everyone seems to be at ease, but my nerves are just through the roof. Look at Martok. I think he has our back.
Ah, you have arrived. Good. Perhaps you can succeed where I have not. The problem is that we cannot decide on our next move. Getting a spy, a warrior, a politician, and a general to agree on anything is a difficult challenge. When all those people are Klingons, it becomes a challenge worthy of Kahless himself. Speak with the others, see what they have in mind. Your fresh perspective may find a path forward, if such a thing exists.
I have received word that systems controlled by House Korath are being attacked by forces loyal to Jumpok. They are being punished for their refusal to bend the knee. Our intel suggests that Akar's virus has been used to render their starships defenseless in several battles. I believe we can forge an alliance with them by providing the countermeasures to the virus. This will give their forces a chance to fight as warriors rather than die without honor in the cold darkness of space.
My mind often returns to the disaster at Kuvat. Though it was Akar who gave the order to fire on the planet, it happened on my ship. I want to remove the dishonor of that treacherous attack on the world of my mother's birth. There are reports of new mycelial rifts opening in the Kuvat system. Corrupted Alachi have launched several attacks in retaliation for previous attacks of aggression against them. It seems another one of my sins has returned to haunt me. I would go to Kavat and aid their forces against the Alachi.
The others believe we should curry favor with the strongest houses that stand against Jimpok. It is not a position I agree with. The strong houses will resent any aid from us. They will take it as an offense, a question of their honor and their prowess as warriors. Smaller houses in need will be more pragmatic. They will accept our aid and become loyal allies when called upon. I believe we should prove our strength by helping those who need it most. In doing so, we will earn respect from the stronger houses, rather than resentment.
You see, I think that's why we have yet to agree on a plan. Each of us has a bold, challenging goal in mind. I propose that we go to Kronos and put a bat'leth into Jimpok's skull. After issuing a formal challenge for the right to lead, of course. As glorious as that would be, it was decided the level of security surrounding the Emperor would be more than even we could handle. That, and the matter of his dishonorable solution to the last fight we had over the Chancellor's seat. Ah!
Indeed. I would hear your reasoning for this decision. That may be true, but what of Kuvat? Do we abandon the people there to the Alachi? Yes. A warrior who enters a battle unprepared is a warrior destined to fail. You are correct. With more forces at our side, we will be able to face the Alachi and aid the people of Kuvat.
I do not disagree. And I believe I know the perfect candidate for this operation. House Kang. After the death of Dahar Master Kang, the house lost a great deal of influence. It has been in a slow but steady state of decline ever since. They have been seeking a way to restore glory to their house for some time now. Their most recent attempt ended poorly. When Jimpok declared himself emperor, House Kang was preparing to stage a coup. Unfortunately, spies discovered their plan and informed Jimpok. Imperial security captured most of the leadership of House Kang, and they are on their way to Rura Pente as we speak.
Jimpok threw me into a prison once. He wanted me to suffer and die without honor. I will not let that happen to the warriors of House Kang. I do. I think we should raid that system and liberate the House Kang warriors being held there. I will lead our ground forces on these raids. I knew Dahar Master Kang, and I know many of the current leaders of his house. They will be quicker to trust a familiar face.
While we conduct the raids, I want the crews of the Core and Rotaran to seek more allies and conduct reconnaissance. We must be prepared for future battles after this one. Now, let us show the great houses our strength. Kapla! They're holding General Kanal of House Kang on one of these prison stations, along with many of his loyal warriors. The stations are rigged with sensor jammers, so we'll have to find Kanal and his forces the hard way.
I'll be leading the boarding parties to search for Kanal, starting with Station Alpha. We'll beam over from your ship once you've disabled the station's defenses. Ah, and then things will get interesting. I do not expect the prison guards to give up their prize easily.
Alright, crew. Seems simple enough. We need to gather intel on one of these prison stations Kanal is being held up. Jimpok has some scrutiny involved in this. It's crazy how he's trying to pull all these powers together, but separate them all at once. All of these houses of Klingons, They have to pick a side sooner or later. Let's let Martok and Laurel and Jola handle that. Let's go here and target the station. Hopefully we can intercept this station. Alright. Everybody, stay on your guard. Let's coast steady. Let's coast steady and just focus on these turrets over here. Oh my goodness. Everybody, put the shields up. We need those shields. Alright. We're gonna disable the station now. And we're gonna search it. We can do this. Easy as pie. Alright, everybody. We can defend ourselves, but we need to focus on the target at hand. The quicker we do this, the better. Okay. Right. Okay, looks like we're getting somewhere. Let's hold here. And let's just fire. There we are. Okay. Let's back it on up. Back it on up. Alright, stay out of the line of fire. Stay out of the line of fire. Let's focus on the station. There we go. Now we disable the station. Duly noted, Jaula. Good work out there. Now the station alpha is disabled. Our crew return fire. Alright, everybody stay on your toes. There we are. Let's pick them off one by one. Okay. Gotta make it safe for everybody. Okay. Alright, we gotta search the station now. Let's go in real smooth, like. Alright, you ready? Let's get you over there.
Boarding party transport complete. We are engaging the enemy.
Incoming fleet on centers. Prepare for combat!
Alright, let's get our Finette crew out. Alright, keep returning fire. Alright, we're almost there, crew. We're almost there. Alright, somebody get those shields active again. Alright. Let's go, brace for impact. Get out of the way, get out of the way. There we are. Perfect. Stay smooth, shields back. Get our shields. Alright, check our engines. We're not moving. We're on fire. Somebody get a fire extinguisher. Alright, science crew, do your thing. Alright, we're back up 54%. Somebody get those shields back going. We need those shields. Alright, charging shields. Alright, crew. Alright, let's loop around. Let's pick them off one by one. There we are. Okay, let's defend ourselves. We got this. Let's gotta protect our crew down there. Our allies. Gotta protect our allies. There we are. Now let's search the station.
This is Martok. We've completed our search of the station, but Kanal was nowhere to be found. We did find some of his troops, though. Several of them told me that Kanal was taken to Station Gamma for interrogation. Indeed, we have some new allies to join in the fight. Kanal's warriors are eager to help us, and I'm inclined to let them. Good. We're ready for the next jailbreak. Come and get us. They'll be waiting for us on Station Gamma. Let's not disappoint them.
A leader who thinks of those who serve, as well as the Empire. Warriors follow them proudly.
This is Martok. Resistance is stronger than anticipated. We need reinforcements immediately.
I'm picking up incoming warp signatures. Enemy forces are inbound to our position. Here they come. Looks like a Nausicaan mercenary fleet.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Can't we all just get along? Oh well, let's get our phonetic fleet out here again. Y'all asked for it. Right, we try to stay on the mission as much as possible. But you gotta fight back eventually. You have to fight for your peace. Which I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm feeling mighty conflicted, you know, thinking about helping the Klingons after what they did to my captain. Is there redemption in this? I don't know, but I'll fight back. I'll fight to the end. I want to see this through. We want to see this through. Our crew want to see this through. We didn't do this for nothing, right? We have to clear our name. This is the only way. Jim Pock is spreading lies about us and the crew and our allies. He's corrupting everything.
The station is secure, but Kanal is not here. In fact, no one from House Kang is here. Mostly dregs bound for a dishonorable death on that ice ball down there. Possibly. I found an old friend of ours locked up over here. That annoying Ferengi who sold us out to Jim Pock back on Nimbus 3. He says he has information, but he'll only speak to you about it.
We meet again, Nemesis. After an unfortunate misunderstanding between myself and the Klingons, I find myself bound for the frozen depths of Rura Penthe. They didn't even give me a trial. But my fortunes could be about to change. I know where your famous general is. Since we lack the time for a proper series of negotiations, I'll make it simple for you. Get me out of here, alive, and I will tell you where he is. Leave me here to my cruel, frozen fate, and you'll never find him. But you prison cell on Kronos is better than that frozen nightmare below, I'd be standing before the blessed exchequer within a week. My ledgers are not ready for the final audit. One of the prisoners here put a shiv in his back to score points. He should be dead, but the word is Emperor Jempok made it clear he was not to die a warrior's death. Unfortunately, the surgeon here is an incompetent drunk, so they took Kanal to Beta Station for medical treatment over there. Check the sickbay logs under snacks and libations if you don't believe me.
It appears the little Capect is telling the truth. Pity. I was looking forward to dangling him by his ears from an airlock until he talked. Very well. I'll bring him along and throw him by the ears into your brig. Enough of this. We're ready to beam out when you are.
Quickly! Kanal has survived one attack. He may not survive another.
Enemy vessel decloaking. It's a dreadnought. area is disabled. Boarding parties, stand by for transport.
That dreadnought's arrival worked in our favor. The guards were distracted by your glorious battle, and Canal used the opportunity to stage a riot. By the time we got here, most of the fighting was over. Indeed, Canal is still in one piece, and we're all ready to leave this place.
Lady Joula and Laurel, you honor us, Mother. House Kang will not forget your actions today. Well said. Jempok sending my troops and I to die in prison is cause enough for us to rally to your banner. But no Klingon would turn their backs on a campaign to save our glorious empire. Give the call to arms, and House Kang will answer.
Come on, General. You will not have to wait long to heed such a call to glory. We are receiving an incoming transmission from a dead Pa.
House Korath is under attack once more. This time in the Forcas system. A number of their ships have been disabled by Akar's virus. Left to die in the void. He is sending a message. Stand against the Emperor and face a dishonorable death. Indeed. But this is a game we can win. If we move quickly, we can reach Forcas before those vessels break down and explode. We can give them the countermeasures they need to survive.
I will not stand by and do nothing when we have the means to save those warriors. Adet Pa, we will meet you in the Forcas system. Be prepared to render assistance to the Korath vessels.
From what I can tell, Akar has infected these ships with a virus similar to the one he used to destroy the Lucara. It renders them defenseless and unable to move, while every critical system begins to break down and fail. Eventually, the systems regulating their antimatter containment fields will fail. I think you know what happens after that. Yes, I have started to modify the countermeasures we have used before when dealing with Akar's little tricks. They should be ready by the time we reach those vessels.
Remain vigilant as we approach those vessels. I have studied recent records of battle. Akar has used remotely controlled ships as bombs before.
Enemy ships inbound. Countermeasures are ready. Use them to restore the Korath vessels.
I do not know how you did it, and I do not care. My ship is ready for battle once more. Yes, and Jumpox loyalists may return as well. But this time, their cowardly tricks will not work. I thought Admiral DeBurr to be an honorable warrior, but he is just as treacherous as his Emperor. Bah! If he shows his face again, I will make it uglier for him! Ha 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 ha! It's him! Admiral DeVere!
I shall return!